Hey everybody, Jeff Carlson here. I decided that I've been a little disappointed with the local news media. And I'm not just talking about one or the other. I'm talking about newspaper. I'm talking about YouTube channels. I'm talking about the newspaper. The disappointment comes from a lack of any sort of investigative research. I asked City of Sebring clerk Kathy Haley yesterday how many times they call for public records request. She was hard pressed to think of the last time that any news outlet actually called her for anything other than a slight clarification on minutes or a meeting. So, in that light, I decided that I'm going to try and follow up with people like the Avon Park Scoop. Those ladies have done a fantastic job of digging into details, giving you some of the hard things that they're finding, and trying to ask tough questions of their elected officials. One of the things that I believe in more than anything is transparency and accountability in government. It came up a lot last night, Thursday, the February 19th City Council meeting here in Sebring. Transparency and accountability in government is one of the most important tenets to trust our government. In the state of Florida, we have a great law called the Sunshine Law. Sunshine, government in the sunshine essentially forced governments to stop having secret meetings, stop doing things behind closed doors, and let the public open the sun on what's going on and try and actually see what's going on and know every step of the way what government's doing. In that light, last year, Sebring City Council discussing a project within the city limits and a developer that's coming to town, a lot of things started to come to light that made me think what's going on and how do we get to the bottom of it. So one of the first things I did was make a very broad public records request. And I'll flip over right now and show you exactly what that looked like. What you're looking at is an email from City Clerk Kathy Haley in response to a public records request I made for all written email, text messages, every type of communication, handwritten notes between CRA board members, CRA staff, city board members in relation to this development project that was going on. You can pause and read it yourself. It's very important to me to try to get to the bottom of it. And this all spurned from one person in a sitting city council member stating that they had seen evidence.
I did see with my own eyes that they were led to believe they were going to get this golf course.
This was very concerning to me. Remember, government in the sunshine is to give the public confidence in government by allowing them to see what's going on. Public records requests like this are required to be filled. There are specific rules regarding the retention and preservation of public records. In response to this email, I got a decent amount of information, not as much as I wanted, but screenshots of text messages, emails, notes, and other things from just about everyone in the public sphere. One person, however, who's currently running for Sebring City Council, Mr. David Lydell, sent the following email in response to this public records request. This is very broad. I do not keep text messages more than 30 days. My email is not subject to archiving, and I delete emails on a regular basis. I have no text messages that relate to any CRA property. Mr. Lydell is currently the president of the Community Redevelopment Board here in Sebring. As chairman, governmental entity appointed by the Sebring City Council, he's subjected to those same laws that other officials are subjected to. A more important piece of the story related to candidate Lydell is that his campaign finance report, all the campaign finance reports for the current campaign cycle were due Friday the 13th, last Friday, February the 13th. As of Wednesday, it had not been turned in yet. I think it was turned in late Wednesday afternoon or early Thursday morning. But again, we're not providing public records when requested. We're destroying public records, and we're not turning in required disclosures on time. Makes one wonder, why is all of this happening? In the case of Terry Mendel, she was also asked through my public records request to City Clerk Kathy Haley, please provide all written material, text messages, notes, emails, voicemail, anything available to the public related to some of the developer projects that are going on in the county right now. It should be no shock to anyone that Terry Mendel was a complete goose egg. She absolutely did not even respond. She didn't say she didn't have the public records. She didn't refuse to provide the public records. She just did not respond. That is unacceptable behavior from someone who was a city council person and someone who is trying to be a city council person again. Again, accountability and transparency is one of the most important tenets to allow us, the citizens and voters in this town, to make informed decisions when we get to the ballot box and to give us the trust that we require when they're making million-dollar decisions on our behalf. If you cannot save public records, provide public records, and answer the tough questions that we want answers to, why should we put our trust in you and put you back on the council so that you can continue to not be open and honest with the public? It's unacceptable. Please remember that when you go to the ballot box. Thanks for joining me on Jeff Unfiltered.